All right, so I'm in the office, tail end of the evening. I'm the solo ranger here today because Jess is out of the office and I'm sending out mowing estimates. And so if you have a landscape company, or it really doesn't matter, if you have any company, this applies, right? So I sent this quote out and I follow up and call, let him know I sent the quote. And he says, well, just tell me what the prices are so we can go over them. And I told him it's $165 for this minimum one, right? Or minimum service that we're going to offer this person. And he said, whoa, $165. This is after he had told me the provider he had stopped showing up, cannot get a hold of him, and he pays him $100 a month. Actually, he hadn't told me the price yet, but I know our prices are more than everybody, right? I tell him that price, and he's like, whoa, $165, I pay $100 now. What justifies that? Here is my push for you. Understand that you are valuable. Your service is valuable. Even if you're not gaining traction right now because your prices are maybe a little bit higher or whatever and you're worried, realize that if you're truly bringing value, eventually people will see that and you'll just continue getting more and more clients. Right now we're getting more and more clients, and even though our prices have went up, because we're justifying the value. And so he says, whoa, $165, what justifies that? And my immediate response was, you will never have what you have right now. You have great communication. You'll always have a company that shows up. So right now you're paying $100, but you told me you can't get a hold of the person and they stop showing up. You pay $165. I have an office staff full of people. I have great people. We have people that have 401ks and all this other stuff to make sure they enjoy their job and they got a great place to work so we can maintain being reliable. Even with all those things, obviously these are challenges in business, right? And it's just so funny. And then he started trying to tell me, well, all you do is this. No, do not let people let that rattle you, because do not tell me the value of my job. And when you're starting out, it's easy to let that phase you. As you've got down the road some and you realize there's going to be people out there like that, you just cannot let that phase you. He says, well, all you got to do is mow this and weed eat this 80-foot fence, and that's all you got to do. I said, of course, definitely, I agree. Your house is on our minimum. That's our price. And if you want great service, we have great people, and you never have to worry about someone coming up or continue coming out and all these different things, that's the price for us to do that. He just kept walking that backwards and trying to explain to me. Don't ever let anyone explain why you are charging what you charge. You are charging what you charge because of the value you bring, the things you bring to your team, what you're trying to create, and ultimately that's it. So everything else is fucking irrelevant. Do not let people back you down, talk your prices down, and make you feel lesser. You are plenty. You bring plenty of value. What you charge is what you fucking charge. And if people don't understand that, it's irrelevant. Because for every person like that I just talked to, there's 10 more that understand value, that don't want to manage their people, that just want to have great service. Crazy that's what people think that they can do, that they can say these things. And I know that when you're new in business, this does affect you. You get thinking, wow, he's right. That's all I am doing. I'm not worth it. It's not worth it. There's not this kind of value. Everybody else said we should be charging less. They must be right. In all, it's not true. I told him, I'm like, hey, I can get you, we're not like a Walmart. We don't compete on price. You're dealing with someone that competes on price. We compete on value. I do have some price competitors that I can give you their information on if you would like that. Because ultimately, sir, I understand it's just out of your budget, and I might have people in your budget since you're not as concerned with value as you are concerned with budget. I said all this stuff really nice, but realize this is the mindset. You don't need to lower your prices. You need to step up your knowledge, your certainty, and your ability to speak to people. Do all this I was never an asshole. I was just stating the facts. It's out of his budget. It was more than what he wants to spend. That's out of his budget. He was shopping on price, not value. These are all true statements. And ultimately, I was still able to help him because I gave him a couple of referrals. That's that. But this video is for all the people who's starting a business and have that conversation happen. And you let that rattle your cage. That's not reality. And there are good, valuable people out there to work with that will actually appreciate you. The person that does that, they want it for the least, and then they expect the most. And that's the opposite of fucking reality. All right, everyone, raise your prices. Shit's going up. Do more, expect more, and continue bringing more value. See you soon.